It's time for Dixie State University Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3 KXDS Santa Clara. DSU Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3 is brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln, your neighborhood Ford dealer. We hear you. And now, it's time for DSU Athletics.
David versus Goliath. The underdog story is always better of a story than a guy that was supposed to win it. That is the tension when describing the game tonight between the Trailblazers of Dixie State and the Mavericks of Colorado Mesa. Hello, everyone. I'm Martin Kelly, welcoming you into Radio Dixie 91.3 for another great afternoon of Trailblazer basketball. Tonight, the best team in the RMAC Conference is up against a team that's fighting for good wins in the later part of the schedule. We are getting down to that point. The last games of the season are coming up. The RMAC tournament is right around the corner. And, of course, the March Madness tournament is exactly right around the corner. It is starting to get a little March Madness crazy around the RMAC tournament. We're going to get into more of that just here a little bit. But to jump into what happened last night, the Trailblazers won over Western Colorado 67-56. And finally, I saw what I wanted to see out of the Dixie State Lady Trailblazers all season long. It's been dying. I wanted to see them play different basketball. They've been jocking up threes, trying to force shots, trying to play a game of a Golden State Warrior. Pass the ball around, get the right shot, shoot the threes, instead of taking the right shot, which is to force it in the paint and crash everybody together, and then pass the ball out. And finally, I saw that last night, calling the game last night. They finally played that game, and it worked out to their perfection last night. They beat Western Colorado in every offensive sense. They had their best shooting night last night. They had their best passing night. They had 17 assists last night. Their season high this year. They didn't turn the ball over. They only had 14 turnovers last night. The main problem with them last night was their fouls. They had 24 fouls. That's a season high for the Trailblazers. Not numbers you want to have against a good team like Colorado Mesa tonight. Speaking of Colorado Mesa, it is always a good thing when there's rivalries. I understand people just like good contested games. I understand all that. But when you have rivalry games such as Colorado Mesa and Dixie State, these two schools go all the way back when they were junior colleges. That's as far back as this rivalry goes back. And, of course, Colorado Mesa has always maybe had the slight edge over Dixie State, being the better team, being the better school, having the better recruits, having the better coaches, but no more. Dixie State is making a turnaround here. The light at the end of the tunnel is finally coming together for Dixie State, and we are seeing some progress, and it is working out in our favor. I do hope it stays here. I got 3 more years. I got 3 more years of school here. I hope in the next 3 years I see a good abundance of talent and just excellent basketball, excellent football, excellent every sport we have here at Dixie State. I hope it is the turnaround we've been waiting for, we've been hearing about for so many years. Now, to jump into a little bit more about what Colorado Mesa did. Colorado Mesa and Dixie State matched up 2 weeks ago. I was on the call for that. It was an away game there, and boy, Dixie State was flustered all night long. They were jacking up shots that were not going down. They shot a lot they shot a lot around the court. They didn't go down. And when Dixie State finally got something working, it just didn't add up. It didn't stay there. They just could not get it going. On the other hand, Colorado Mesa had absolutely everything going for them, and they got off with their defense. They are ranked number 1 in the RMAC conference standings. When it comes to defense, they will fluster everybody, and they make it an abundantly clear that they're going to fluster everybody, and it's going to be a hard night. When you have to play against these teams, it is going to be a battle in the trenches tonight. We're going to be expecting a great game here this afternoon. We have about 1:50 left on the pregame clock here before we get this game started here. I do appreciate you here listening tonight. Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation all season long. If you coming to the game, it's white out tonight. We're in beautiful campus. We're in beautiful Burns Arena. La 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 la. Everything's coming flustered out of my mouth. We're at Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State. It is going to be a good night. White out tonight. Everybody's going to have their white shirts. You're entering the building in the first 1,000 fans will get a T-shirt for the women's game, and then the first 1,000 will get a T-shirt for the men's game. And that is going to be a good one for the men's game. Carrick Segmar and his crew will be on the call for that one. We will not. But we're going to have this women's game. The women's games are just as important as the men's games. As the referees come on by, they do all the pregame rituals and get everything going here. Everybody is in their seats. We got 1 minute left here on this clock here in this one. Let's get you some starting lineups here. Colorado Mesa Women's Mavericks, let's get you those starting lineups here real quick. Number 15, Jalen Duran, the senior guard out of Pueblo, Colorado. Pueblo South High School is where she went. She's 5'7". She's going to be their starting point guard. Sydney Brandon, the junior guard, 5'7", out of Grand Junction, Colorado. She went to Fort Lewis High School. She is going to be a big-time player for them. She averages just about 12 points per game, and her one there. Kylan Rigsby, she's a sophomore guard, 5'8", out of Dixie, Colorado. Grand Valley High School is where she went to school. And number 25, Kaylin Brandon, another Brandon on this team. We're going to have Karina Brandon, senior forward, 5'10", out of Las Vegas. She went to Salt Lake Community College. She's going to be big time. And Kelsey Simons is going to be their starting center on this team. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout here. We have the national anthem playing. When we come back, Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
And as the rest of it plays here, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song there. Let's bring it back here to some basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3. I do welcome everybody here tonight. Dixie State women's basketball, Colorado Mesa women's basketball. It is truly a rivalry that Dixie State has been looking for the last 13 years, being in the Division II era. We will see what it plays out today. 10 minutes have been put on the clock. Both teams are giving out their starting lineups. If you're just tuning in, let's give you those starting lineups. Jalen Duran, the senior guard, 5'7", out of Pueblo, Colorado. She's going to be their starting point guard. Sydney Brandon, the junior guard, out of Grand Junction, Colorado. She's going to be their starting shooting guard. Kaylin Rigsby, number 24, is going to be their sophomore guard out of 5'8", out of Dibbaquick, Colorado, Grand Valley High School there. Karina Brandon, the senior forward, 5'10", out of Las Vegas, Nevada. She went to Salt Lake City Community College. She is going to be their starting power forward. And Kaislyn Simons, the sophomore forward, 6'1", out of Tucson, Arizona. Catalina Hill High School is where she went to school, as playing the introduction music for Dixie State women's basketball team. Looking at the highlights here, and it's a pretty good one there. Good job by the production crew there. She's going to be there. Kylan Simon is going to be the starting center. To the Dixie State side here. This one is the typical starting lineup for Dixie State. Mariah Martin, the sophomore guard, 5'7", out of Sandy, Utah. Atla High School is where she went to school. Lisa Van Camp is going to be the starting center for the team. 6'1", out of Morgan, Utah. Went to Morgan High School. She also Snow College for a year. That is a good one right there. Number 11, Kelsey Stevenson, the sophomore guard, 5'11", out of Willard, Utah. Went to Box Elder High School. She is going to be their starting small forward today. She's going to bring some talent to this team, some toughness to this team. She shot 21 last night. And she was 2 for 3 from the three-point line. We're going to get more into that here in just a few minutes, but she had herself a good night last night here. Number 21, Morgan Myers, a sophomore guard, 5'7", out of St. George, Utah. The local one, she's out of Desert Hill High School. She is going to be shooting very well tonight. She's going to have herself a good night here tonight as well. And to round it all up here on this one, Allie Franks, a junior guard, 5'10", out of Redding, California. Enterprise High School, a California player. We have so many California players, so many Nevada players, so many Utah players, so many Arizona. We go over to southern western part of this country. We gather up the best talent. We bring them to Dixie State, and we just fight on, baby. There's going to be a good one tonight here in the Burns Arena, here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State, here in the beautiful state of Utah. Here, as we're going to get this one going here. Dixie State in there all white with the Dixie State logo on them. Dixie State is going to go left here. Colorado Mesa is going to go right, as you hear it here on the live. Mariah Martin here is going to get that. Lisa Van Campen and Simons are going to tip it off here. Colorado Mesa are in there all black with orange and red lettering and red trimming all over their jerseys, as well as a tip-off goes And Mariah Martinez is going to gather it up for Dixie State. She's going to bring it immediately up the court. Gives it up to Lisa Van Kampen. Over to Morgan Myers. Myers going to try to drive it. No, gives it back up to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Mariah Martinez. She drives it. She got a little speed back here. She had a little injury against MSU Denver, but gives it out to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen looking around. Gives it out to Morgan Myers. Thinks about taking a three. No good there. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to Colorado Mesa. As here we have a very quick start to this game already. 25 seconds already into the books here, as Colorado Mesa is going to get the second touch of the game, their first touch of the afternoon. Sydney Brandon gets it off to Simons, back over to
41.
Gets back over to Sydney Brandon, as Colorado Mesa are calling their own praise here. Jalen Durant gives it off to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon back over to the other Brandon. Brandon going to drive it all the way to the basket. She gets layup there and in. 2-0 is the lead for Colorado Mesa here early, as the clock just strikes 9 minutes here left to go in the first quarter. Allie Franks is going to bring it up for Dixie State. She's usually not the point on this team. Is usually Mariah Martinez. As Morgan Myers tries to get out to Mariah Martinez, she hooks around back. She goes to Van Kampen, who's going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Morgan Myers. She puts it back up, and it's good. Good rebound there by Morgan Myers, her first rebound in the afternoon to get this game tied up at 2-2. 8:40 left to go here. And this one, first 2 points of the afternoon for Dixie State. Sydney Brandon gives it over to Karina Brandon. Back over Durant. Durant takes a deep three. No good rebound. Rebounded there by Morgan Myers at Dixie State. Mariah Martinez is going to give the ball off. She's going to drive it all the way. A little pass behind the back. Gives it off to Kelsey Stevenson. Kelsey on the top of the key. No, gives it back over to Mariah Martinez. Martine getting the signals from J.D. Gustin. Gustin telling her to slow it down and work out an offense here. Gives it up to Van Kampen. Van Kampen back on the top of three. Back over to Mariah Martine. Back over to Allie Franks. She's in the deep paint. She takes a little step back. No good. Rebounded there by Simons of Colorado Mesa. Colorado Mesa bringing it up. Sydney Brennan now has it. Gives it off to Simons. Simons going to take a three at the top of the key. It's good. 5-2 is the lead here for Colorado Mesa. I'm going to get that right. Western Colorado was here last night. I still have Western Colorado in my mind, as Kelsey Stevenson gives it all back to Mariah Martinez. Dixie State is down by 3 here early in this one. 7:30 left to go. Kelsey Stevenson getting there by Allie Franks. Kelsey Stevenson takes a three. No good. Rebound there by Sydney Brandon of Colorado Mesa. Brandon pushes it up. Duran gives it back over to Simons. Simons gives it back over to Brandon. Sydney Brandon getting the signal calls. Gives out Jern. Gives out to Rigby. Rigby gives out to Sydney. Sydney thought about taking the three. She takes a three. Yes. 8-2 is the lead for Colorado Mesa here early. 7 minutes here. Dixie State is down by 6. Coach J.D. Gutz is going to have to come over with a game plan here. His first thought of a game plan is already gone here in this early first few minutes. Mariah Martinez gets back to Allie Franks. She's going to take a deep three. No good. Rebound there by Sydney Brandon of Colorado Mesa. They're going to push it up. Brandon gives it off to Duran. And Duran is going to call for a travel, as London Pavlica is going to check into the game now. She's going to take Allie Franks out. London Pavlica, Morgan Myers, Mariah Martinez, Lisa Van Kampen, and Kelsey Stevenson are all on the floor for Dixie State. Same 5 out for Colorado Mesa. Kelsey Stevenson now has it. Now gives out to Morgan Myers. She goes around a little screen there. Gives out to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Myers. Back over to Mariah Martinez. Playing hot potato with the basketball here in these early stages. 6:20 left to go here in the first. Stevenson gives it back over to Mariah Martinez. There's 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Martin gets it back out to Van Kampen. Van Kampen trying to drive. No, she takes a little jumper at the free throw line. No, that's not good. Rebound there by Colorado Mesa. That's the 5th defensive rebound for Colorado Mesa already here in the early minutes. 6 minutes left to go here in the first. Duran gives it back over to Brandon. Back over to Rigby. Back over to Sydney. Karina Brandon going to try to drive. Gives out to Duran. Duran going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Dixie State of Morgan Myers. That's her 3rd rebound of this afternoon already. Martine going to drive it up now. Drive it all the way to the bucket. No, gives out to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen thought about taking a little step back. That didn't work. So then Pavlik gave it out to Morgan Myers. Myers going to drive it now. She's going to take a little jumper. No good there. 5:40 left to go in this first. Sydney Brandon going to give it up to Simon. Simon's there, and it's a good little bucket there early, as Dixie State is going to take a timeout here. This is going to be the media timeout here. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena. It's white out today here in the beautiful Burns Arena. It's nice to see all the fans in their white out little shirts. They gave them out earlier to the fans as they were walking into the building today. First 1,000 fans who walked into the building today got a free t-shirt. You got a good crowd on us. It looks like a good 300-400 people are here in attendance for the women's basketball game here. Let's get back to the basketball here. Colorado Mesa leads Dixie State 10-2 here with 5:34 left to go here in the first. The only points on the board for Dixie State was by Morgan Myers off a rebound in the paint. That was earlier in the game. Looking at some of the stats here for Dixie State, they're not good. 1 for 8 from the field for Dixie State, 0 for 4 behind the line. For Colorado Mesa, they have everything going for them on the offense side of the ball. They're 4 for 6 from the field and 2 for 4 behind the line with 6 rebounds to Dixie State's 3s. As London Pavlica is going to bring it down now. Cameron Mooney, Morgan Myers, Maddie Loftus, and Kelsey Stevenson are all on the floor for Dixie State. As there's going to be a push off by Cameron Mooney, that's going to be, the ball's going to go back to Colorado Mesa. Brandon, both Brandon's, Karina and Sydney Brandon are on the field for Colorado Mesa. Basically, they're saying starting 5. Simon's there with a 3. It does not go. And it's going to go back to Colorado Mesa off the fight for it on the outbounds line. Kylan Rigby, the 5'8" guard, is going to inbound. It gives out to Duran, but London Pavlica comes right behind her, stole the ball, drives all the way to the basket, and it's good. London Pavlica is going to put the next points up on the board for Dixie State. That's 10-4 for Dixie State and Colorado Mesa. Colorado Mesa still leads it by 6 here. 10-4 with 4:50 left to go here in this one. Simons gives out to Karina Brandon as she just sneaks right behind the defense, and that's a good one there. 12-4 is the lead for Colorado Mesa here in this one. Early part of the first quarter here, 4:30 left to go here. Cameron Mooney gets a little screen by London Pavlica. She goes on the right side, gives it over to Maddie Loftus. Loftus going to take a 3, yes. 12-7 is the lead. Colorado Mesa is down to 5. Maddie Loftus with her first shot of the night, and it's a good 3-pointer there. She has 3 points on the night. Duran over to Sydney Brandon, back over to Karina Brandon. Karina Brandon going to drive it all the way to the left side. Give it out to Rick Simons. It did not work. Karina Brandon now has on the left side. Simons going to take a 3. No good. Rebound there by London Pavlica. Pavlica going to bring it up now. She's running to the top of the key on the right side now. She gets a little screen in by Cameron Mooney. It works. She does not give it off to Cameron Mooney. Now she does. Mooney goes up and is going to go to the line there. Foul there. We're going to see it on. It's on Kelsey Simons, the sophomore guard, 6'1" out of Tucson, Arizona. Cameron Mooney is going to go to the line for the first time this afternoon. The first free throw shots of Dixie State this afternoon. Mooney lines it up, and it's good on the first one there. That's Mooney's first points of the afternoon. Mariah Martine and Allie Franks come back in now. London Pavlica and Morgan Myers check out. Lisa Van Campen is waiting at the scoreboard. She most likely will take Cameron Mooney out of the game as Mooney finishes his second free throw, and that's good. Cameron Mooney now checks out. Lisa Van Campen now checks back into the game. Mariah Martine, Allie Franks, Maddie Loftus, Lisa Van Campen, and Kelsey Stevenson are all on the floor for Dixie State. Same 5 for Colorado Mesa is on the floor as well. Both Sydney and Karina Brandon. Jalen Durant, Jalen Rigby, and Simons are on the floor as Rigby's going to take it now. She's on the left side. Tries to get out the Simons. That doesn't work. Gives out to Sydney Brandon. Got a screen there by Karina Brandon. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Durant, Rigby thought about taking a shot. No, gives it out to Sydney. And there's a scramble on the floor there as Mariah Martine stole it there. It was a scramble on the floor for her. Mariah Martine got it. Gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson as she's going to go to the line for 2 shots as well. Killian Rigby, the sophomore guard, 5'8" out of Duquesne, Colorado. She's going to get called for a foul. Kelsey Stevenson is going to go to the line now for Dixie State. 2 for 2 for Dixie State, already at the free throw line today. Stevenson shoots it, and it's good on the third one. That's 3 for 3 for Dixie State. They have eaten into this lead now. It's 12-10 with 3:23 left to go here in this one. As we see the replay there, Mariah Martine got a good one there off the scramble on the floor. Colorado Mesa was just trying to drive and get a shot clock violation. It did not work, and the lead is now down to 1. Dixie State is trailing Colorado Mesa 12-11. 3:15 left to go here in the first. Jalen Durant drives it for Colorado Mesa. She goes straight to the basket. That's good. No contestment there at all as she just drove by and she takes the lead up to 3, 14-11. 3:05 left to go here. Mariah Martine's going to drive it. No, she's going to get out to Maddie Loftus. Loftus give it back out to Mariah Martine at the top of the key. Now over to Allie Franks. She's on the left side of the free throw line. drives it on the right side, gives it back over to, tried to connect back to Mariah Martin. That doesn't work. Sydney Brandon stole out of the air. Brandon going to bring it up the court now. Mariah Martin on guard with her. Gives it up to Jalen Duran. Back over to Rigby. Rigby tried to drive to the left side. It doesn't work. Sydney Brandon tried to get there. No. Allie Franks stole it in the middle there. Kelsey Stevenson going to drive it. Now gives out to Allie Franks. No good there. Kelsey Stevenson still going to get the rebound. She puts it back up. No good there. Lisa Van Kampen gets the rebound. No good on that one either. Lisa Van Kampen gets her own rebound. Allie Franks going to take a three. Yes. This game is tied up at 14-14. 2:20 left to go here in this one in the first period. Sydney Brandon now slows it down. Gives it out to Jalen Duran. Colorado Mesa all flustered. Jalen Duran going to take a three. No, that doesn't work. Lisa Van Kampen now gives out to Mariah Martin. Pushes it up. Try to give it to Allie Franks. It works and it's good. Allie Franks just a little end-around free throw layup there, and it works. Dixie State takes the first lead of the afternoon, 16-14 with 1:50 left to go here in this first. Jalen Duran now gives out to Rigby. Rigby going to try to force a three. No, that doesn't work. Rebound there by Dixie State. Colorado Mesa all flustered now as they haven't made a shot in the last 3 minutes. Mariah Martin gives out to Lisa Van Kampen. Gives over to Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to Van Kampen. They're playing hot potato. Mariah Martin now has a hot potato. Martin drives it. And there's a blocking foul going to be called against Sydney Brandon. Colorado Mesa does not like that call at all. As subs are going to come in here. Morgan Myers is going to check in for Kelsey Stevenson. Number 12, Striam McNicole. Number 0, Sophie Anderson. Number 5, Katrina Chandler. And number 33, Tori Catlett are all going to check in for Colorado Mesa. Martin going to inbound it here. Tries to get it in. Doesn't like the first shot. Gives out to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Allie Franks. Back over to Maddie Lofton. Gives out to Mariah Martin. Martin gets a little screen there by Van Kampen. Martin going to take a three. No, that doesn't work. Ball is out of the air. And the ball is going to go back to Colorado Mesa. As Coach J.D. Gutson's arguing for a hooking foul there as Morgan Myers and Jalen Durant got mixed up there off the rebound possession. Catlett gets it up there. No good on that little easy layup. No, Lisa Bamford's going to call for her first foul of the afternoon. If you're just tuning in, Dixie State is leading Colorado Mesa here 16-14 with just a minute 04 left to go here in this first. Tori Catlett, the junior forward out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Lisa Van Kampen now checks out of the game. Cameron Mooney now checks back into the game. She has 2 points of her on the afternoon. Tori Catlett almost missed a little pass there by the referee there. Catlett's going to gather herself up. Catlett has 1 point off a free throw here. Can she make her second one? She shoots it up. No good on the second one. Maybe I gave her the announcer curse. We'll see about that. Mariah Martin pushes it up now. She drives to the left side. She almost lost it there for a second. Martin trying to get away now. Gives it back out to Maddie Loftus. Loftus going to take a three. Yes! 19-15 as the bench for Dixie State erupts. Catlett has a little easy basket to the basket, and that's good. Cameron Mooney lost Catlett there and all the frustration. 19-17 is the lead for Dixie State as Mariah Martin's going to jack up a three there. No good there. Rebounded there by Colorado Mesa. Chandler's going to bring it down for Colorado Mesa. Call out the signals. Gives out to McNicole. Back over to Duran. She lost it there for a second. And it's going to go back to Dixie State here. A fast-paced 1 minute and 4 seconds. We're down to 18.5 seconds here in the first. 19-17 is the lead for Dixie State. Colorado Mesa has only made 4 points in the last 5 minutes in this game. As Allie Franks gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. She tries to get it up. And a jump ball is going to be called there as Allie Franks and Catlett were fighting for the ball. They're going to call a jump ball, and the ball is going to go to Colorado Mesa here. 7.2 seconds left to go here in this first. 19-17 is still the lead for Dixie State here. Colorado Mesa going to bring it down here. 4 seconds left to go. They shoot it all the way up, and it's good at the buzzer here. That is how the first quarter is going to end. 19-19 in a tie here. This first quarter is a doozy here. Both teams battling back and forth here in this early part of this game here. Definitely something both of these teams have been working on all afternoon for. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena. It is a whiteout today here at the Burns Arena for both the men's and women's games. Few hundred fans here. About 300 to 400 fans are here in attendance for the women's game here early. Start off this second quarter, 19-19 tied game here between Colorado Mesa, who's ranked 16th in the country, versus Dixie State, who are 12-8, coming off a win yesterday over Western Colorado. These two teams are rivals here in this one. This is going to be a good one between both of these two rivals. We're going to expect good basketball here in this one as Mariah Martin gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson out the inbound. Over to Lisa Van Campen now on the right side of the free throw line. Back over to Stevenson. Almost lost it there for a second. Gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Campen. Stevenson almost loses it there again. Gives out to Mariah Martin. Drops it all the way to the basket. And there's going to be a foul against Colorado Mesa. Pushing foul is going to be called against Sophie Anderson, the sophomore guard, 5'9", out of Panoyo, Colorado. Inbound play for Dixie State. Mariah Martin gives out to Allie Franks, and Allie Franks is going to go hard down. And Allie Franks is going to shoot 2 fouls. Black 12, Sierra McNicole, the sophomore guard out of South Jordan, Utah. Got Allie Franks on theirs. Allie Franks was trying to go for a little easy layup. Allie Franks is now going to go to the line for 2 shots. Franks has not made any free throws this afternoon. These are her first 2. Franks gets good on the first one. 1 for 1 there. That's Allie Franks' 6th point of the afternoon. She has a good score line to go in for herself today. Allie Franks, 3 points this afternoon already. She misses her second one. 6 points on the afternoon for her. She leads the team in scoring. Chandler's going to bring it down for Colorado Mesa. She gives it back. Gives out to Bartlett. Bartlett thought about it. No, gives it back off to McNicole. Back over to Chandler. Chandler tried to drive it. Back over to Cutler. Going to try to drive it all the way. Yes. Cutler's going to get that one there. It's going to go down. Colorado Mesa leads this game 21-20 with 9 minutes left to go. Colorado Mesa led here in the first one as much as by 8 since then. And there's going to be a legal push by Lisa Van Campen. An illegal screen there, and the ball's going to go back to Colorado Mesa here in this one. That's Lisa Van Campen's second foul here. As Lisa Van Campen is going to check out now, London Pavlica is going to come in. Dixie State's going to go to their shortest small ball lineup they have. London Pavlica, Mariah Martin, Allie Franks, Morgan Myers, and Kelsey Stevenson. Coach J.D. Guskin asking for the speed more than the physical. As Cutler's going to take a deep 3, and that works. Timeout is going to be called by Dixie State. Colorado Mesa leads it 24-20 here with 8:52 left to go here. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live in the Burns Arena. It's white out here today at the Burns Arena here for both the men's and women's game. If you're tuning in for that, this is going to be an awesome one here already. Begin with Dixie State trails Colorado Mesa 24-20 with 8:52 left to go here in the second. So we look at some of the stats here. 6 of 18 for Dixie State on the field. They're 3 of 9 behind the line, but they're 5 of 6 behind the free throw line. That is definitely what's giving them 6 points and 5 points to stay in this game. Otherwise, they would be down by 9. Colorado Mesa side, they're 10 of 16 from the field. They're 3 of 9 behind the three-point line. They're 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Dixie State has not committed a lot of fouls in this one compared to what they did yesterday when they had 24 team fouls in yesterday's game against Western Colorado. As there's going to be a foul against Allie Franks. Morgan Myers. Morgan Myers is going to call for a push foul there. Morgan Myers saying, no, I didn't push her. So we look at the replay there, and she might be right on that one. Cutler's going to give it off to, so I learned all these names, McNicole. Over to Karina Brandon, who now checks back into the game. Brandon's going to get a good bucket there. Colorado Mesa going to go back up 26-20 here on top of Dixie State. 8:23 left to go here in this one. Franks gives out to Pavlica. Pavlica over to Franks. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers on the left side of the free throw line. Back over to Allie Franks. Allie Franks thought about taking a 3. No, she's going to try to drive it against Karina Brandon. Gives out to Mariah Martin. Mariah Martin does a little hook shot there, and it's good. 26-20, 26-22. 26-22 is the lead for Colorado Mesa as I check myself there. As both benches are screaming at their players, trying to get a play together. As Allie Franks is going to call for a hooking foul there against Karina Brandon. Alex Franks, that's going to be her first foul of the afternoon. She has 6 points as Mariah Martin is not going to check out of the game. Maddie Loftus now comes in. Anderson. Anderson gives it off to Chandler. Chandler now at the top of the key. Chandler gets a little screen there by Mick Nicole. Gives it off to Mick Nicole back, and she gets a good bucket there. 28-22, the lead is back up to 6 here. 7:25 left to go here. London Pavlik are going to bring it down. Gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson thought about taking that three. No. Gives it out to Morgan Myers. Back over to Allie Franks. Allie Franks going to drive it all the way. No. But a foul is going to be called against Chandler. Katrina Chandler, the sophomore guard, 5'5", out of Durango, California. She's going to get called for a foul. And Morgan Myers are going to go to the line for 2. Dixie State, 5 for 6 at the free throw line today. Allie Franks with the only miss as Morgan Myers knocks out her first of the afternoon. 28-23, 7:13 left to go here as we look at the replay. And a good call there by the refs. There was a couple of arms all over Morgan Myers as she went up for that one. Chandler is going to bring it up for Colorado Mesa. She gave it out to Bartlett. Bartlett going to drive it all the way to the basket. No, and there's going to be a pushing foul against Karina Brandon, and that's going to go back to Dixie State. Karina Brandon, that's going to be her first foul of the afternoon. She has 4 points already in this one. 7:05 left to go here in this second. 28-24 is the lead for Colorado Mesa. These two teams have gone back and forth already this afternoon. Morgan Myers gives it up to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson gives out to Maddie Loftus. Loftus at the top of the key. Gives out to London Pavlico. She's on the left side of the three. She's going to try to drive it away. No, she stops at the free throw line. She does a little spin move. Gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson's going to drive it away. She's taking a little step back. No, that didn't work. Chandler now going to bring it up for for Colorado Mesa. So I get flustered. La, 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 la. Get it all out of my system. Mick Nicole gives it out to Brandon. Back over to Bartlett. Bartlett thought about driving. She takes a little jumper from the free throw line. No, that's not good. A rebound there by Dixie State. And London Pavlica is going to call for a shoving foul there, and the ball is going to stay with Colorado Mesa. 2 subs are going to come in now. Kylan Rigby is going to check into the game now. And Sydney Brand is going to check back into the game now for Colorado Mesa. Rigby gives it out to Bartlett. Bartlett back over to Sydney Brandon. Brandon. As there's a pushing foul going to be called against Mick Nicole. Sierra Mick Nicole, the 5'9" out of South Jordan. She's going to get called for a foul. That's her third foul of the afternoon. She only has 2 points on the afternoon. Taylor Wagner is going to have to think about what he's going to have to do here. Stevenson gives it back off to Loftus. Oh, turnover there. Loftus tried to get it out to Morgan Myers. That didn't work. Mick Nicole goes all the way to the basket. She's good on that one. She drove her all the way. Loftus didn't even put up a fight. It might have been a good idea not to do that at all. Pavlica going to bring it down now. She gives out to Allie Franks. Frank's going to try to drive it. No, gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. That didn't work either. Another steal there. Bartlett going to give it out to Mick Nicole again. And Morgan Myers going to call for a foul. That's her second in the afternoon. Morgan Myers has 4 points and 2 fouls in the afternoon. She got called for a hooking foul as Mick Nicole is going to miss her first. Brandon got called for that foul. Both teams are not going to be in the bonus. They're going to be shooting fouls for the rest of the 5 minutes and 13 seconds here. It's Maddie Loftus going to miss her first foul. Jalen Duran, Kelsey Simons, and Kelly Van Tassel, the redshirt senior out of Lakewood, Colorado, all check into the game now for Colorado Mesa. Sydney Brandon, Jalen Duran, Kaylin Rigby, Kelsey Simons, and Kylie Van Tassel are on the floor for Colorado Mesa. I learned these names as fast as I can. I don't know these names by the end of the night, though. You can guarantee that. Brandon gives out to Rigby. Rigby gets a screen there by Simon. Durant. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. Brandon going to try to force something. She's going to try to drive it. No good there. It's going out of bounds. She's going to stay with Colorado Mesa. Went off of London Pavlica there on the hustle for the ball. 4:41 left to go here in this one. Kelsey Stevenson goes to the score table. She's going to come into the game now. She's going to give London Pavlica a breather here. Rigby going to inbound it for Colorado Mesa. Gives it out to Brandon. Sydney Brandon has 3 points and 1 foul in the afternoon so far. Sydney Brandon gives it up to Dern. Dern going to try to drive it. No, gives it back out to Brandon. Brandon going to drive it all the way to the basket. No, it's not going to be good, but Allie Frank's going to be called for a foul there. That's Allie Frank's second foul of the afternoon. She has 8 points on the afternoon. Sydney Brandon going to go to the line now. She's going to shoot for her first free throws of the afternoon. Sydney Brandon good on the first one. 31-27, the lead is back up to 4. 4:21 left to go here in this one. Brandon good on the second. 32-27 is the score here. The lead is up to 5. Mariah Martine gives it off to Allie Franks. Back over to Martine. Back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Martine. They're playing hot potato. Martine's going to take a little jumper. No, that's short of the rim. Brandon's going to bring it up now. As Coach Taylor is going to give his girls the calls here for the Mavericks. Duran gives out to Rigby. Back over to Brandon. Brandon gives out to Rigby. Rigby on the left side of the three. No. Gives out to Simon. Simon's going to take a three. No, that doesn't work. And a foul is going to be called against Maddie Loftus there. Pushing foul is going to be called as Maddie Loftus was trying to go over a screen there. They're going to call her for that one. Sydney Brandon's going to go back to the line with 3:44 left to go here in this one. 32-27 is the lead there as Sydney Brandon's good on her third free throw of the afternoon. Brandon 3 for 3 at the free throw line this afternoon already. Gives it off again and she's good on that one. Martine. Martine going to drive it. No. She's thinking about it. She lost it there for a second. Sydney Brandon came up with it. Gave it back off to Duran. Now give it back off to Brandon. 3:20 left to go here. 34-27. The lead is up to 7 now. Duran over to Tassel. Tassel over to Simon. Simon's got an easy little cut back there. And that's good. 3:15 left to go here in this one. 36-27. The lead is up to 9. Franks gives out to Myers. Myers going to take a three. Yes. 36-30 is the lead here for Colorado Mesa over Dixie State. 3 minutes left to go here. Lisa Van Kampen and Mariah Martine are at the scorer's table, getting ready to come back in as Simons gets a little hook shot. No, that doesn't work there. As a foul is going to be called against Simons there. That's going to be her second of the afternoon. It looks like Allie Franks is going to go back to the line. She's going to take 2 shots. London Pavelka is going to check in with Lisa Van Kampen after 1 shot. London Pavelka and J.D. Gusson are talking about a scheme here, trying to come up with something as they're down by 6 here with 2:51 left to go here. As number 33, Tori Catley is going to come to the score table and check in for Colorado Mesa. As Allie Franks misses that first of her 2 free throws. Catley is going to check into the game now for Colorado Mesa. She's going to take Simons out. London Pavelka is going to come into the game. She's going to take Mariah Martina. Lisa Van Kamp is going to stay at the scorer's table. Is going to wait for another dead ball. Franks shoots the second one, and that's good. 36-31. Lisa Van Kamp now checks in. Allie Franks is going to come in out now. 36-31. 2:50 left to go here in this one. Brandon gives it out to Tassel. Back over to Duran. Back over to Brandon. Brandon on the right side of the 3. Gives it back over to Duran. Duran gets over by Lisa Van Kampen. Drives it over there. No, Morgan Myers back out of the way. Give it out to Custody Stevenson. She almost lost it for a second. Lisa Van Kampen gives it out to London Pavelka as Coach Wagner is upset. Back over to Van Kampen. Back over to Morgan Myers. Wagner wanted the out-of-bounds call there. It did not go. Custody Stevenson gives over to London Pavelka. Pavelka thought about taking a shot. She does. No good. Rebounded there by Sydney Brandon of Colorado Mesa. 36-31. 2:13 left to go here in this one here. Rigby going to take a D3. No, that's not good. Rebounded there by Lisa Van Kampen. And a foul is going to be called against Colorado Mesa. As Coach Taylor Wagner is yelling at his bench. He is in frustration here already. Coach J.D. Gus is in a good position here as his team's only down by 5 with 2:05 left to go here. Jalen Duran, the senior guard out of Pueblo, Colorado. She got called for the pushing foul here as Morgan Myers is not going to go to the line for 2 shots. Morgan Myers missed that one there. 36-31 is still the lead over here for Colorado Mesa over Dixie State. Myers shoots good on the second one. 36-32, down by 4. 2 minutes left to go here in this second one. Reminder, the halftime show is going to come up here in just a couple minutes. Right after this one, we're going to break down everything in this first half as Brandon's going to try to drive it for Colorado Mesa. No, gives out to Rigby. Back over to Brandon. Brandon trying to feed it into Cutlet. Does not work. Duran going to take a 3. No, that's not good. Rebounded there by Dixie State. Kelsey Stevenson going to get credit for the rebound. London Power drives it up now. Gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Kampen. Turns around, and a pushing foul is going to be called there against London Power. She tried to do a little hook around there. It did not work. 36-32, 137 left to go here. Both teams are shooting on the bonus. Means that they're both going to go to the free throw line for the rest of the afternoon here in this first half here. 1:30 left to go here in this one. 36-32 is a reminder of the score. Down by 4 here for Dixie State. Cutler going to take a little jumper, and that's good there. Cutler has herself 5 points in this one. 1:20 left to go here in this second. Pavlika going to bring it down. 38-32, leads up to 6. Pavlika gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to drive it all the way. No. Gives it over to Mary Loftus. Loftus thought about taking a 3. That doesn't work. Gives it out to London Pavlika. There's 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Gives out to Cameron Mooney. That doesn't work. She gets her ball batted out of the way. And Cameron Mooney's going to call for a reach in there. That's going to be her first foul of the afternoon as Cameron Mooney has 2 points on the afternoon. Hand check is called as Mally Richardson is going to go to the bench now. She might check into this one just here in a minute. She most likely will take Cameron Mooney out of the game here, as she will. Cameron Mooney has not seen a lot of action here. Yesterday she saw a little bit more action today. Hopefully she gets a little more playing time. Mooney only has 2 points and a foul here in this afternoon. Morgan Myers rebounded there. Colorado Mesa was 1 for 2 on the free throw line there. London Pavlika has it now. Gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Over to Maddie Loftus. Back over to Stevenson. Back over to London Pavlika. She's on the right side of the free throw line. Thought about giving it up to Morgan Myers. That doesn't work. Myers gets a little screen there by London Pavlika. Myers gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to take a 3. No good. Rebounded there. No. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go back to Colorado Mesa. 33.2 seconds left to go. 39-32 is the lead here for Colorado Mesa. Colorado Mesa ranked 16th in the country on an 18-game streak. Their last loss came in the Burns Arena against Western Oregon. They lost that game by 6 last time. They're going to try to drive it all the way down. There's about 2-second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left to go. Cutler gives it out to Rigby. Rigby gives out to Duran. Duran going to take a 3. Yes. That is how the half is going to end. 42-32 is how this one's going to end. The Mavericks on top of Dixie State here by 10. We're going to take a quick 3-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. After that 3-minute timeout, we're going to have a halftime show here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live in the Burns Arena. It is a whiteout tonight here in this one. First 1,000 fans get a white t-shirt here at the Burns Arena. We have a good crowd here. About a good 500 fans are here on crowd for the women's game. Obviously, a lot more people are going to be here for the men's game. For a good crowd here already for the women's game, that's always a good sign. You want people to come out to both games, and it is a good turnout here for both teams. Let's look at some stats here as Colorado Mesa leads Dixie State 42-32 here with just 13 minutes and 30 seconds left to go on the halftime clock here. Looking at some Dixie stats, total stats here for Dixie State, 9 of 26 from the field. They're 4 of 12 behind the line, 17 total rebounds, 7 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 block, 5 steals, and 32 total points here. And I haven't even mentioned the good part. Free throws. I talk about free throws all the time. 10 of 14 from the free throw line. They're having a good night from the free throw line tonight. for Dixie State. This tonight was a little bit more compact, but I wish that Dixie State would get a little bit more into their shooting. I wish shooting was a little better. Otherwise, this game would be as close as like by 2 or 3 instead of being down by 10. But you can't always wish for everything. That's just how the cookie crumbles here, as we say it. That's all it is. But so far, so good. I think Dixie State is doing a good job of trying to shoot the ball, trying to pass it around. I wish they would do a little bit more of that. They were doing a little bit more of that yesterday. I mentioned that in the pregame show before this one came up. They were doing a little bit more of that, trying to crash inside, then force the ball outside. And when you do that, you will be able to get the right shot, and that is always going to be a good thing. But today, some of the shots have been a little bit forced up. Mariah Martinez taking 2 threes that have not gone in. Kelsey Stevenson shot a couple threes. She had one go in. London Pavlica shot a couple of threes. Those didn't go in. Their best shooters at the three-point, Allie Franks, Morgan Myers, and Maddie Loftus haven't had good nights at the free throw line either. So we're gonna see how that all works out for all teams here in this coming game here. There's still obviously a lot of basketball to play, as we still have 2 quarters left to go. 20 minutes we put back on that clock. Those 20 minutes are going to be crucial here for Dixie State. Again, I mentioned Dixie State comes to this game 12-8. They're 8-8 in the RMAC. They're just sitting outside the top 5 when it comes to RMAC standings. It is very important for them to get this game and this win here. If they get this win, not only will they upset the 16th ranked team in the country, they're going to get a good win for them. They're going to go above 500 in the RMAC standings, and it's going to help them a lot in this one earlier, as there's a little good contest, fun contest going on in the middle of the court here as Dixie State here, as always. The Burns Arena puts on good events here. Always, they have some fun with the fans here. The fans are always coming out and supportive of the teams here in this one. But definitely trying to get back to the basketball as I'm distracted here. La, 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 la. Let's get back to the basketball here. As we look at Colorado Mesa, they're on a tear. 42 points for them total in this first half. They're 16 of 28 from the field. They're 4 of 12 behind the line, and they're 6 of 10 behind the free throw line. They have 16 total rebounds. They have 11 personal fouls in this one. 8 assists, 8 turnovers, 1 block, and 6 steals in this one so far. It's not bad numbers. If you look at the percentages, 16 of 28 is good for 57%. 4 of 12 is good for 30%. 6 of 10 is good for 60%. For the Trailblazers, 9 of 26 is only good for 34%. Not a good shooting night for them. They shot the ball 57% yesterday in yesterday's game. That was their best shooting percentage of the season. They're shooting 33% behind the line and 71% behind the free throw line. Just about as good as it went last time in the games between these two teams. Dixie State shot around 20% and 15%, but they shot 70% behind the line. So they're not the much different numbers between those two teams in this one. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we come back, we're going to keep talking about the halftime show here, and we're going to talk about some players to watch out for and some second half adjustments here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live at the Burns Arena here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State. It is white out tonight here at the Burns Arena here for the men's and women's game. The first 1,000 fans coming to both games will get a free whiteout t-shirt. Crowd are looking good in their white t-shirts tonight. So there's a good crowd on here at hand. Looks like a good 500 people are here in attendance for this one. Good crowd on hand for the women's game here. I was looking at some individual numbers, total points between the lines. Allie Franks is leading the team in shooting tonight for the Trailblazers here. She has 9 total points. Behind her is Morgan Myers with 8. The next one is Maddie Loftus with 7. Maddie Loftus is 2 for 2 behind the line here, behind the three-point line. She's 1 for 2 at the line. Morgan Myers, she's 3 for 4 at the free throw line. And she's 1 for 1 at the three-point line here in this one. She's also 2 for 3 in the field. Allie Franks, she's 3 for 7 from the field. 1 for 3 behind the three-point line and 2 for 4 behind the free throw line those are some of the main shooters for this team. Obviously, Dixie State is a really good shooting team, and when those shooters are on point, man, they can put a lot of good shots up and make a lot of good things happen for this team. Obviously, more of that's going to be needed by Maddie Loftus, Morgan Myers, and Ali Franks to get this team back in this game, as they're down by 10. Dixie State is trailing Colorado Mesa 42-32 here. We got about 6 minutes left to go here on the halftime clock here. Looking at some stats for Colorado Mesa. Individual stats, leading scorer for this team. It is tied between two players here. Sydney Brandon, one of their guards. She's 4 for 4 from the field line, 1 for 1 behind the line, and 1 for 2 in the field. And Kylan Rigby, she's 3 for 5 from the field, 1 for 3 behind the line. She has not taken any free throw shots yet, so she has 7 points in the afternoon. Those two are good shooters. Also, Jalen Duran, she's 2 for 7 in the field, 1 for 5 in the three-point line. She had that last second shot at the buzzer to end the half to make it a 10-point game. Otherwise, it would have been a 7-point game here. And this one, she has 5 points. Also with 5 points is tied between two other players. Tori Catlett has 2 shots from the field and 1 for 2 behind the line. Also, Natalie Bartlett, she's 2 for 3 from the field and 1 for 1 behind the three-point line. This team knows how to get up and down the field, up and down the court. They know how to play with a lot of emphasis and a lot of team basketball here. We got about 5 minutes left to go here in this one. These two teams are fairly matched up with a lot of speed, with a lot of shooting, a lot of precision when it comes to that. The only question now is who's going to get the edge in this one at the end of the buzzers when these two teams end the game here in this one. 5 minutes left to go here in this one. Also looking at some other numbers, assist numbers when it comes to Colorado Mesa. They have 8 assists on the afternoon, 8 turnovers, 1 block, 6 steals. I did mention that earlier. Dixie State has 7 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 block, and 5 steals. Those numbers may not be the most important numbers in the afternoon. Obviously, most people look past those numbers and try to look at the shooting numbers to be the determination of how a team is playing. But if you have good assist numbers, good steal numbers, and low turnover numbers, that means you're taking care of the basketball and not allowing the other opponent to get on top of you with shooting and with baskets. And that's always a good thing as a team, to get ahead of your opponent in just simple individual numbers. That is always going to add up and always be a good thing when it comes to teams trying to jock for position here. Again, Colorado Mesa comes to this game. They're ranked 16th in the country, 18-1 on an 18-game winning streak. They have not lost since they were in this building. It was a Thanksgiving Classic for Dixie State, Colorado Mesa, Western Oregon, and St. Martin's. Dixie State went on to win that tournament with a 2-0 record in that. Colorado Mesa finished with a 1-1 record. St. Martin's went home the losers. They were 0-2 in that, and Western Oregon was 1 for 1 in that tournament as well. Western Oregon is the only team to beat this team. I watched that game, and it was a lot of just bad shooting for Colorado Mesa in that one. There was no true difference in that one between both teams. Colorado Mesa just didn't have their shooting that night. And with that shooting going bad in that one, as the scoreboard went out for just a mid-second, they got it back going up here. And this one, as the dance cam is going to go on here. Here in this one. Here with about 3:20 left to go here in this one here. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we come back, we're going to have this thing wrapped up here on the halftime show. Plus, the start of the second half between Colorado Mesa, the Mavericks, and the Trailblazers of Dixie State. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. 2 minutes are left to go on the clock here in this one. Colorado Mesa leads Dixie State 42-32 in this one. Good matchup between both of these two teams. And this one, as the Danks Brooks cam is going wild here in the Burns Arena. As again, it is a whiteout tonight in this one. As both fans are getting their white tees here to begin this one at the pregame. First 1,000 fans who come into the building for the women's and men's game are going to get a free white t-shirt. So if you're just coming on down here to the games, make sure to wear your white Dixie State t-shirt. It is going to be a blast tonight here. And this one, as it already is. Again, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go on this clock here. In this one, we're going to have a good start off with this one. here in this one, as I'm getting flustered myself here in this one. Look at some numbers if you're just tuning in. 16 of 28 from the field for Colorado Mesa, 4 of 12 from the three-point line, 6 of 10 in this one for the free throw line. They had 16 rebounds in this one. They had 11 personal fouls. They had 8 assists, 8 turnovers, 1 block, 6 assists. For Dixie State, they had 32 points in that first half. They were 9 of 26 behind the line, 4 of 12 from the free throw line, and they were 10 of 14 behind the free throw line. They had 17 turnovers. Excuse me, let me take that back. 17 total rebounds. They had 13 defensive rebounds to 4 offensive rebounds. They had 32 points in that one. They had 10 personal fouls, a little bit less than what they had yesterday. They had a season high of 24 personal fouls. That was good for a little bit of a sketchy start there. 6 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 block, 5 steals in this one here, as we're going to get this second half started here. Again, Dixie State in their all-white jerseys, blue lettering in this one with the Dixie State logo. Here, Dixie State's going to go to the right of the court, and now Colorado Mesa is going to go to the left side of the court, as you hear it here on the radio. Colorado Mesa comes into their jerseys with black, red, maroon lettering with yellow trimming all over it here, as we're going to get this game started. Cindy Brandon, as there's a reset here with this one here on the shot clock. They're going to put it back the time here. Now going to inbound it again. Because Karina Brandon's going to get up to Sydney Brandon. Karina Brandon, Sydney Brandon, Simons, Duran, and Rigby are all on the field for Colorado Mesa. Mariah Martin, Allie Franks, Morgan Myers, Lisa Van Kampen, and Kelsey Stevenson are all on the floor for Dixie State. Those are the 5 on the floor. As Karina Brandon's going to get a little simple jumper there. 44-32 there. That's her 6th point of the afternoon. Ryan Martinez going to bring it down now. Gives out to Ali Franks. She lost it there for a second. Morgan Myers is going to save it from going out of bounds. Morgan Myers is going to try to give it back off. Gives it back over to Ryan, but try to get it out to Ryan Martinez. No, Cindy Brandon stole it. Cindy Brandon's going to bring it down now. She slows it down here to get the team back together. Cindy Brandon gives it out to Duran. Gets a little screen there by Rigby. Back over to Cindy Brandon. Back over to Duran. Back over to Brandon. Gets a little screen there by Duran. 9 minutes left to go here. Colorado Mesa leads at 44-32. Simons tries to take a shot. Gives it out to Jalen Duran. She makes a shot there, and it's good from the 3-point line. 47-32, 8:50 left to go here in this one. Dixie State down by 15. They have digged themselves a hole here. They're going to have to dig it out. Ali Franks gives out to Morgan Myers on the left side of the 3. Back over to Ali Franks. Back over to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen gives out to Ali Franks. And there's going to be a foul against Karina Brandon there. There's a pushing foul. She's going to get called for a tripping foul. She was trying to trip Morgan Myers. It was on a little bit of a cutback move on the backside there. I was trying to give Ali Franks an open 3 shot there. Lisa Van Kampen is going to get it out of the inbound. Van Kampen does a little shake and bake there. She's going to get it there. 47-34 here, down by 13. Dixie State to the Mavericks of Colorado Mesa. Colorado Mesa, again, ranked 16th in the country. 18-game winning streak here. Haven't lost since they've been in this building against Western Oregon. Rigby now has for Colorado Mesa. Gives it out to Brandon. Back over to Jalen Duran. Back over to Karina Brandon now. Karina Brandon gives it back out to Sydney Brandon. Back over to Jalen Duran. Duran's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound there by Duran herself. Went screeching over to there, trying to get her own rebound. Sydney Brandon gives out to Karina Brandon. Gives it out to Simon. Simon's going to get a little jumper there. No good. Rebound there by Martin. Martin going to bring it up now. Martin going to drive it. No, she takes a little step back. Gives it to Ali Franks. Ali Franks going to take a 3. No good. But Ali Franks is going to take three free throw shots. She shot a 3 there. Got fouled there. She's going to go to the line. As number 24, Kaylin Rigby, the sophomore guard out of Dequette, Colorado, is going to get called for the foul as Ali Franks misses her first out of 3 free throws there. 47-34, 7:47 still left to go here in this one. Franks lines it up, and it's good on the second one. London Pavlica now going to check into the game. She's going to take Lisa Van Kampen out. Coach J.D. Gus is going to talk to her about a new game plan there to figure out how to get this team back together. So Ali Frank's going to miss her third one. She was 1 for 3 at the line on that attempt. 47-34. Excuse me, 47-35 as they put the point up there on the board. I must have mistaken there. Now the lead is up to 12 for Colorado Mesa. Simons trying to get it in there. No, it doesn't work. Kelsey Stevenson's out, got it. Gives it out to Mariah Martin. Martin going to push it up now. Martin going to try to drive it. No, gives it out to Morgan Myers. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to London Pavlica. Pavlica going to try to drive it. She drives it to her left and right. No, gives out to Allie Franks. Allie Franks going to try to drive it now. No, gives out to Morgan Myers. It doesn't work on the cutback move there. Lisa Van Camp is not going to check back in. Allie Franks is going to get a breather. Number 12, Sierra McNicole, the sophomore guard out of South Georgia, is not going to check into the game. Karina Brand is not going to check out. Sydney Brandon, McNicole, Sierra McNicole, Jalen Duran, Simons, and Rigby are all on the floor for Colorado Mesa. And Sydney Brandon lost it over there for a second. McNicole gives it off to Duran. Duran now has it. Try to give it out to Rigby. That didn't work. Tries to get out to Sydney Brandon. That doesn't work. Duran just driving around. Gives out to Sydney Brandon. There's 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Rigby going to take a three. No, that doesn't work. Rebound there by Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen going to give it out to Mariah Martin. Now they're going to drive it. 12 points is the lead there. Mariah Martin gives out to Lisa Van Kampen. She almost lost it there for a second. Gives it back out to Mariah Martin. Martin gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Kampen. Now gives out to London Pavlica. Pavlica gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Colorado Mesa. Mick Nicole going to get credit for that. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up now. She's going to take a three. No, rolls in and out. Lisa Van Kampen got credit for the rebound. London Pavlica is going to push it up. Pavlica going to try to does a little spin move. No, that doesn't work. Sydney Brandon comes up with the rebound there. Gives all the Duran. Duran going to drive it all the way. And it's good. Timeout is going to be called by Dixie State here. 49-35, 14 lead is for Colorado Mesa over Dixie State. 5:56 left to go here. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State. Looking at some of the stats here already. Just a few minutes into this first of the second half here. 5:56 left to go here in the third. Dixie State has only taken a few limited shots here in this one. 1 for 2 from the field here and 1 for 3 behind the free throw line. Not so many numbers for Colorado Mesa. They've taken a number of shots. They're 3 of 7 from the field, 1 for 4 behind the three-point line. They have not taken any free throw shots yet. That is all added up here for 10 of 28 for Dixie State from the field as we get back here to action here. Morgan Myers, Mariah Martin, London Pavlica, Kelsey Stevenson, and Lisa Van Kamp are all on the floor for Dixie State as Mariah Martin is going to bring it up. Sydney Brandon, Rigby, McNicole, Simons, and Duran are all on the floor there for Colorado Mesa as Simons stole it out of the air. Gives out to Sydney Brandon, gives it out to Rigby. Rigby going to try to drive it all the way to the basket, and it's good. 51-35, the lead is up to 16 here. Biggest lead of the afternoon, 5:30 left to go here in this third one. Ryan Martin gives out to Morgan Myers, back over to Ryan Martin, gives out to Kelsey Stevenson, back over to London Van Kampen. Lisa Van Kampen now gives it out to Morgan Myers. Myers drives all the way to the basket, and it's good. 51-37, the lead is down to 14. Sydney Brandon quickly pushes it up. Swarms around, spins around, 5:10 left to go here in this third. Sydney Brandon slows it down now. Getting called by Coach Taylor Wagner of Colorado Mesa. Simons gives a little screen there by Rigby. Gives out to Mick Nicole. Back over to Sydney Brandon. Nicole gets a little cut back there, and it's good. 53-37, the lead is back up to 16. Martin gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. No. As Rigby stole it out of the air, she got called for a foul. Pushing foul is going to be called against as another timeout was called there in that one. But we're going to keep it here live as Coach Taylor Wagner of Colorado Mesa is arguing against that call, but he will not get the favorable there at all by the refs in this one. 53-37, 4:40 left to go as I'm looking all through my paperwork. Sophie Anderson is going to check into the game after the whistle here. We're going to keep it here live. Looking at some other stats. 4-13 from the three-point line for Dixie State. 11 of 17 team behind the free throw line. They have 20 rebounds in this. Still, the big thing I've noticed so far is that they're just not getting the shots that they had last night. Last night, all the shots were going down for them in last night's game, and it just worked out for them last night, and it resulted in a win. Today, they're down big. They're down by 16 in this one, 53-37. They're going to have to fight back in this one, try not to fall 20 points down here. They lost to Colorado Mesa 2 weeks ago by 23 points. And the same mistakes they made in that game, they're making in this game. Simple, careless, not moving the ball around that well, making the same mistakes, not pushing the ball up, throwing the ball away, giving easy turnovers back to Colorado Mesa, who are turning it into points. If Colorado Mesa is going to keep this lead up, they're going to have to keep doing what they want. But if Dixie State is going to want to upset Colorado Mesa in this one, they have to change their game, and it starts now in this quarter here. This could be a big statement game to get some eyes onto Dixie State in time for the RMAC tournament and the March Madness tournament, as London Pavlik is going to get out of the inbound here. Gets a screen there by Morgan Myers. Pavlik is going to drive it. Gives out to Maddie Loftus. Going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Lisa Van Campen. And she's going to go, and she's going to get a favorable call. It's number 12, Sierra Nicole. Got a call for the foul there. As Mick Nichols, that's her fourth fouls of the afternoon. She has 4, and she only has 6 points. It's an inbound play here. Lisa Van Campen does a little spin move there, and it's good. Lisa Van Campen, she's going to be good on that one. 53-39, the lead's down back to 14. Sydney Brenner going to bring it up. She's going to give it out to Sophie Anderson. Anderson going to get a little screen there by Simons. Gives it out to Kaylee Van Tassel. Tassel threw it away there. Tassel also checks into the game here as well. Tassel did not play in the last meeting between these two teams. London Pavlik is going to bring it up. London Pavlik, Morgan Myers, May Loftus, Lisa Van Campen, and Kelsey Stevenson finish out the rest. With London Pavlik going to call for a charge there. On that one, the ball is going to go back to Colorado Mesa. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up for Colorado Mesa. She's going to give it off to Tassel. Tassel looking around. She goes on the left side here. Gives off to Anderson. Back over to Sydney Brandon. 3:50 left to go here in this third. 53-39. The lead's down to 14 here. Duran now got it. She's being guarded by Kelsey Stevenson. Sydney Brandon now has it. Now she's being guarded by May Loftus. Now Duran has it. May Loftus is all over her. Loftus can't give her the shot. Duran just drives it. It's good before the buzzer here. 3:30 left to go. 55-39. The lead is back up to 17. Excuse me, back up to 16. London Pavlik gets a little screen out by Morgan Myers. Gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Kelsey Stevenson going to drive it all the way to the basket. Gives out to Morgan Myers for a three. No good. 55-39, 3:13 left to go here in this one. As Dixie State tries to dig themselves out of a hole, they dug themselves out of bigger holes in this one, and they have found a way to come back in games. Can they do it again tonight? Tassel gives it off to Duran. Back over to Anderson. Back over to Brandon. Brandon now has it for Colorado Mesa. She's going to try to drive it toward the left side, and it's good on that one. 39-57. The lead is back up. The lead is now up to 18. That is the highest it's been tonight. 2:50 left to go here in this third period. Pavlika. She's got a little screen there by Lisa Van Campen. Pavlika gives out to Van Campen. Back over to Pavlika. Back over to Pavlika. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to London. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to try to drive it. No, that doesn't work. Gives out to Lisa Van Campen. Who's going to take a three? No good. Rebound there by Tassel of Colorado Mesa. Pushes it up. Gives it off to Sydney Brandon. Brandon going to try to drive it all the way. Gives it off to Simon. Simon's going to take a three. No, that's not good. Rebound there by Kelsey Stevenson. Give it off to London Pavlika. 57-39. The lead is up to 18. Pavlika does a little spin move. Tries to get it up. And she's going to get a favorable foul there. And she's going to go to the line. 57-39. 2:12 left to go here as Rochelle Blaser is going to come to the board. It's going to come to the score tables. No, at least London Pavlika missed her first one. Rochelle Blaser and Allie Frank's now going to check in. Rochelle Blaser did not play in last night's game. Part of a plan, I guess. Maddie Loftus, Rochelle Blaser, London Pavlika, Allie Franks, and Lisa Van Camp are all on the floor as London Pavlika going to make one of two there. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up. 57-40. Duran going to go there. She's going to step out of bounds here. She's arguing for a call there. She said Lisa Van Campen let her out of bounds. 1:59 left to go here in this one. 57-40. 150 left to go here. London Paprika going to bring it up now. Tries to get over to Rochelle Bladger. She does. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to Allie Franks. Allie Franks thinks about trying to drive it. She does. And a foul. Another foul is going to be called. Let's see who this is on. 23 of Van Tassel. Only has 1 point on the afternoon. She also has her first foul of the afternoon as well. London Paprika and Coach J.D. Gushing are talking here, trying to come up with a game plan. As Allie Franks goes back to the line, she misses her 1 of 2. Franks is going to try to knock down this one. Yes. Tassel's going to get out to Sydney Brandon. 57-41, leads down to 16. 136 left to go. We still have another 10 minutes to play here in this fourth period. Can Dixie State make a horrendous comeback? We're about to see. As the game clock and the shot clock on both ends are off. And everything has just gone a little dark here. As they have fixed it now. 131 left to go here. 18 seconds left to go on the game clock. 57-41 here. As there's still more problems going on here with the game clock and the shot clock. As now they got it fixed. 125 left to go, 12 seconds left to go on the game clock and the shot clock. Hopefully, it all stays together. Brandon gives it off to Cutler. Cutler back over to Tassel. Back over to Brandon. Back over to Durant. Durant takes a 3 on the top of the key. No good. Rebound there by Allie Franks. Franks gives off to London Paprika. Paprika's going to push her. 1:10 left to go. Paprika calling out plays. Gives it off to Lisa Van Campen. No. Sydney Brandon steals it out of the air. London Paprika tried to force it over to Lisa Van Campen. It did not work. Sydney Brandon drives it all the way. No good. Rebound there by London Paprika of Dixie State. She's going to bring it up now. Give it back off to Allie Franks. Gets a little screen up by London Paprika. Franks going to try to drive it. No, gives it back off to London Paprika. Paprika going to take a 3. No good. Runs right out. Duran gives it over to Sydney Brandon. There's 30 seconds left to go. 10-second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. 23 seconds left to go. Again, 10 seconds left to go on the game clock and the shot clock here. 5 seconds left to go. Sydney Brandon tries to get off to Tassel. It did not work. Gives off to Anderson. Anderson going to try to get a shot. No. Shot clock violation. 9.1 seconds left to go here in this one here. 57-41. 9 seconds left to go. Maddie Lotz is going to take it herself. She's going to try to make some magic here. And they're going to call a pushing foul. Lisa Van Campen there. The ball is going to go back to Colorado Mesa with 3.5 seconds left to go here. Lead is still 57-41. Brandon going to try to push it. She's going to try to take the last shot. No. Almost went it ran in and out there. And that one. 10 minutes have been put back on the clock. Kelsey Stevenson and Morgan Myers are going to check in after this one. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Had the final 10 minutes of this one between Colorado Mesa and Dixie State. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena as Colorado Mesa and Dixie State are in a battle here tonight between the two rivalries. Colorado Mesa has the upper hand for this very moment here. 57-41 is the lead here. As Colorado Mesa are going to throw out their original starting 5 here. Sydney Brandon, Karina Brandon, Simons, Rigsby, and Durant are on the floor for Colorado Mesa. Kelsey Stevenson, Allie Franks, Morgan Myers, London Paprika, Lisa Van Campen are all on the floor for Dixie State. Stevenson going to give it off to Paprika. We have not seen anybody else, nor Mariah Martin, nor Cameron Mooney, or anybody else come back on the floor. Paprika, back over to Franks. Franks going to try to drive it, and she's good on that bucket there. 57-43, the lead is down to 14. 9:30 left to go here in this one. Karina Brandon gives off to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon. She's going to take it over the top of the key. Back it over to Simon. Back over to Karina Brandon. Back over to Rigby. As Simon Brandon lost it there. Excuse me. Simon Brandon. Karina Brandon lost it there on the pass. 9:18 left to go. 57-43. The lead is up to 14. London Pavlica going to bring it up now. Pavlica gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Camp. Gives over to Allie Franks again. Gives out to Lisa Van Camp. Van Camp puts it up there, and it's good, and one. 57-45. The lead is down to 12 here with 9:05 left to go.
Kelsey!
As Kelsey Simons has got her fourth foul of the afternoon here. Lisa Van Camp makes the and one here. 57-46. The lead is now down to 11. It was up to 18 here. It was up to 20, and it's now been cut down to 11. 9 points have been eaten up. 9 minutes left to go here in this one. Sydney Brandon going to give it out to Rigby. Going to get a little screen there by Cutler. Back over to Karina Brandon. Back over to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon going to get covered by Allie Franks. Sydney Brandon going to try to drive some time now. The lead is still 11. 57-46. 8:40 left to go here. Gives it up to Duran. Duran back over to Rigby. Rigby thought about taking a three. No. Rigby going to try to drive it. Gives it up to Duran. Duran lost it there for over a second. She puts it up. No good. Rebound there by Cutlet of Colorado Mesa. And a foul is going to be called. Tori Catlett. Tori Catlett is going to go to the line now. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line this afternoon. Coach J.D. Gustin's asking why there wasn't a shot clock violation before that call. He could not get a good straight answer as Catlett's going to miss that one here. She's 1 for 3 at the line. Again, 57-46. Lisa Van Camp got called for her fourth foul. She cannot get one more, otherwise she is gone. Lisa Van Camp gets a rebound there as Catlett's going to miss both of those. London Pavlica is going to bring it up. Pavlica gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Camp. Pavlica going all the way to the basket. They got batted out of there. It's going to stay with Dixie State. No foul was called there as Coach J.D. Gustin was looking for one. Maddie Lonta is going to go to the score table and check back in. Lisa Van Camp is going to come out of the game now. Sierra McNicole going to look to try to get in. Pavlica going to try to do the inbound here. Going to get it out to Maddie Loftus just in time for the 5-second violation. Kelsey Stevenson gives over to Morgan Myers. Myers going to drive it all the way. Kicks it back out to London Pavlica. It did not work there. 8:13 left to go here. Colorado Mesa still leads Dixie State 57-46. Again, the lead was up to 20 earlier here in the third quarter. It's now down to 11. 8:10 left to go here. Sydney Brandon going to try to drive it down for Colorado Mesa. Gives up to Nicole. Nicole gives it out to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon going to try to drive it. No, Karina Brandon got in the way of her. Brandon giving up to Nicole. She lost it there. London Pavlica is going to come over the ball. She has numbers herself. She's going to try to push it. Gives it out to Allie Franks. Gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson. Ooh. As Sydney Brandon goes down hard, and Kelsey Stevenson is going to be called for the charge. As Sydney Brandon is going to take a minute here to gather herself up. Sydney Brandon looks like she's all right. She hit her head hard on the floor. Hopefully she's all right. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up. She does not look woozy at all. She just keeps playing on. Duran now has it. Tries to get out to Nicole. That doesn't work. Gives it out to Rigby. Rigby has it for a second here. She's going to try to drive with her right. No, back over to Brandon. 7:30 left to go here. 57-46 is still the lead. Tries to feed it into Karina Brandon. It doesn't work. Yes. Karina Brandon does a little hook shot there and will get it. 59-46. The lead is back up to 13. 7:15 left to go here in this one. London Pavlica gets a little screen there by Allie Franks. Gives out to Morgan Myers for a little cut. No. Gives out to Maddie Loftus for an open three. No. Sydney Brandon now has a rebound. Maddie Loftus is trying to fight for her to get a jump ball, but it would not have been in favor. Rigby going to try to drive it all the way to the basket. That's good there. 61-46. The lead's back up to 6:15. Allie Franks is going to bring it up now. Dixie State has fought their way back into this game. They just got it down to 11. They could not chip any more into that. They now got it. Now Colorado Mesa has it up to 15. Let's see what Dixie State can do as Morgan Myers has it. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Gives out to Allie Franks. Franks going to try to take a three. No. And there's going to be a foul against Karina Brandon. Karina Brandon's going to call for a blocking foul. A timeout is going to be called, a full timeout, 60-second timeout is going to be called by Colorado Mesa. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live in the Burns Arena here for this good one here. A matchup between Colorado Mesa and Dixie State, two old rivals, leading back to all the way to when these two teams were junior colleges back in the day here, as some of the teachers and other fans and other members of the community can remember that all the way back then here. Anyway, let's get back to the basketball here. Colorado Mesa leads Dixie State 61-46 here in the women's matchup here. 6:27 left to go here in this one. Colorado Mesa on an 18-game winning streak. They have not lost since they were in this building last in November for the Thanksgiving Classic in this one. At 6:27 left to go here in this one. London, Dixie State's going to inbound it here. Pavica going to be the inbounder here for Dixie State. Gives out to Morgan Myers. Myers tried to do a little jump hook there, and it's good. 61-48, the lead is back down to 13. 6:20 left to go here in this one. Mariah Martin now goes back to the score table. She's going to check in on the next dead ball. Make Nicole try to get over to Simons. Try to get over to Sydney Brandon. Back over to Simons. Try to get over to Rigby. Back over to Brandon. They're playing hot potato. Try to feed it in Simons. As Simons try to get the and one there, it will not work. Morgan Myers going to call for her third foul of the afternoon. Morgan Myers has 12 points on the afternoon. Morgan Myers with 12 points. Allie Franks has the most points on the team right now. She has 13. And Campen and Mariah Martin now check into the game. Cut Simons. She misses on the second one. London Lisa Van Campen comes up with a rebound. Gives out to May Lontes. Back over to Mariah Martin. Martin gives out to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to May Lontes. Lontes going to try to drive it. No, she can't find anybody. Gives out to Mariah Martin. Martin going to do a little hook shot. No, gives out to Kelsey Stevenson for an open three. And it's good, and the and one is coming up here. 62-51. 15. Number 15, Jalen Duran. That's her going to be her second foul of the afternoon. Kelsey Stevenson has a chance for a 4-point play here to make it a 10-point game with 5:47 left to go here. Dixie State has found some life here in this one. Stevenson lines it up, and it's good on that one. 10-point game here as we have 5:45 left to go here in this one. Sydney Brandon. Brandon going to try to drive some clock. She gives it out to Nicole. Back over to Duran. Back over to Sydney Brandon. Back over to Nicole. Back over to Cartlett. Cartlett lost it there for a second. Scramble on the floor. No, Cartlett's going to carry it up. Duran open for a three. No, rims right it out. And it's going to stay with Colorado Mesa as Lisa Van Campen and Cartlett went out of bounds, tried to get the ball there, and went off of Lisa Van Campen. It's going to stay with Colorado Mesa here. 5:21 left to go here. 62-52. Sydney Brandon going to get it out of the inbound play here. Rigby, Nicole, Cartlett, Doran, and Brandon are on the floor for Colorado Mesa. 5 minutes left to go here in this one. 62-52 is the lead for Colorado Mesa. Here, 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. Mariah Martin, Lisa Van Campen, Allie Franks, Morgan Myers, Maddie Loftus, and Kelsey Stevenson are on the floor. Duran still has it. 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Duran trying to get a shot off. She can't. Gives it out to Cartlett. Cartlett going to just shot it up. And a shot clock violation here. Shot clock violation is going to go against Colorado Mesa. 4:49. 10-point lead for Colorado Mesa over Dixie State. Brian Martin going to bring it on the inbound. Martin gives it out to Ali Franks. Ali Franks 52.
No, gives out to Martin.
Scores 11. Durn. Gonna shoot it. It's good on that one. Brian Martin going to bring it up. 4:12 left to go here in this one. Gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. Gives out to Ali Franks. Get it back over to Stevenson. Back over to Myers. Morgan Myers now has it. Almost lost it there for a second. Ali Franks now has it. Franks gives out to Manny Loftus. Loftus talking about taking a three. No. Gives out to Mariah Martin. And a travel is going to be called there against Mariah Martin.
Everybody strong with the ball. KD, strong with the ball. Strong with the ball.
3:55 left to go here. 64-52. The lead is 12. Brandon going to bring it up. She's going to get a double team by Mariah Martin and Manny Loftus. The double team is going to come back out. Mariah Martin and Manny Loftus are the double team. Karina Brandon now has it at the top of the key. Gives it back out to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon getting the double team here. Backs over to Karina Brandon. There's 10 seconds left to go. Another double team there. As Dern's going to try to drive it all the way to the basket. She tried to give it up to Carla. Carla taking a shot. No good there. Rebound there by Morgan Myers. Give it out to Mariah Martin. Martin going to push it up. Gives up to Ali Franks. Ali Franks gets it up, but she's going to get 2 shots there. She's going to shoot 2 at the line. Kylan Rigsby is going to get called for her 4th foul. 3 players on the floor right now for Colorado Mesa are all in foul trouble. Number 12, Sierra McNicol, she has 4 fouls. Number 24, Kylan Rigsby has 4 fouls. Arena Brandon has 4 fouls of her own. Ali Franks missed the first one. She's good on the second one. 64-53. The lead is down to 11. Sydney Brandon gives it up to Rigby. Rigby going to push it up. Gets a little double team there. Sydney Brandon going to try to break the double team. Manny Loftus in front of her. Gets away from Manny Loftus. Sydney Brandon going back up to the top of the key. 3 minutes left to go. Colorado Mesa turns the ball over there. Ali Franks gives it out to Mariah Martin. Martin has numbers. Gives it out to Morgan Myers. Back over to Stevenson. Stevenson going to take a 3. No good there. That would have been huge there. That would have cut the lead down to 8. Sydney Brandon going to bring it down again. Going to get the double team. Almost a triple team there. Mariah Martin all over her. Drives it all the way to the basket. And there's a whistle. Mariah Martin's going to call for a push foul there. That's her 2nd. Sydney Brandon going to go to the line here for 2. Dixie State's going to give Colorado Mesa the bonus here for the rest of this game. 2:42 left to go in this one. Sydney Brandon's going to miss the first one there. 64-53, 2:42 left to go here in this one. Sydney Brandon makes that one there. Ryan Martin. Martin going to take a 3, and that's good there. Ryan Martin cuts his lead. 65-56. The lead is down to 9 here. 2:35 left to go here in this one. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout on this one here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch the head dial.
Is Ruth Rusi. I volunteer with United Way, reading to children to help prepare them for a better academic future. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Dixie State Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln at 145 West Hilton Drive in St. George and at stgeorgeford.com. Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln, your neighborhood Ford dealer, and the title sponsor for all DSU athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3. It's back to the action for DSU athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena here as the crowd is getting bigger and bigger as the men's team is just about 2 minutes and 35 seconds away from taking the floor. But here we still have 2 minutes and 35 seconds between Colorado Mesa and Dixie State. Here a rivalry game between both of these teams here. Colorado Mesa on an 18-game winning streak, ranked 16th in the country as a 9 that gets loud and crazy here before the buzzer. 65-56, the lead is down to 9 here for Colorado Mesa. 2:30 left to go here. Durn gives it up to Sydney Brandon. Back over to Karina Brandon. Back over to Sydney Brandon here. Double team is here by Morgan Myers and Brian Martin. Back over to Sydney Brandon here. Dixie State throwing out their double team. Just 2 minutes left to go on this one. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up here. Brandon going to try to drive it all the way. Puts it up, and it's good. The and one is coming. 67-56. The lead is back out to 11 with an and one shot here for Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon is perfect. Excuse me, he's not perfect at the line. She's 5 for 6. She's going to shoot the and one. She's going to miss that one. Rebound there by Maddie Loftus, but she stole it there away. Sydney Brandon got her own rebound back. Maddie Loftus had it there for a second. Gives out to Karina Brandon. Maddie Loftus all over Sydney Brandon. Maddie Loftus is going to get called for a reach and foul there. Sydney Brandon's going to go back to the line. She's 5 for 7 all the night. 1:56 left to go. Brandon makes that one. 68-56. Shot is up, is good. 69-56.
Come on, KD! KD!
Brian Martin going to bring it up here. Gets a little screen there. Brian Martin going to go for the three-point shot. No good. 1:48 left to go there. That's a foul that's going to be called in. Rigby's going to go to the line. 1:47 left to go. The lead is up to 13. Kelsey Stevenson going to get called for the foul there. That's her second on the afternoon. Kelsey Stevenson. 6 points, 2 fouls on the afternoon for her. 1:47 left to go here as Rigby's going to get the first one up. No good. Rimmed in and out. 69-56, still the lead here. 13-point lead. Rigby makes the first of 2. Brian Martin going to bring it up now. 1:45 left to go here in this one. Martin gives out to Maddie Loftus. Loftus going to take a deep 3, and that's good there. 70-59. The lead is down to 11 here. 1:30 left to go here. Dixie State still has an itty-bitty life here in this one. Can they make it bigger? Sydney Brandon facing the double team. Gives it up to Karina Brandon. Now back over to Sydney Brandon. Sydney Brandon going to try to get away from Brian Martin. Sydney Brandon going to get away there. She gets a little round. She's back over the top of the key. She's trying not to make a mistake. Gives out to Karina Brandon. Back over to Nicole. There's a scramble on the floor. Loftus got it now. Gives out to Kelsey Stevenson. There's 1 minute left to go. 11-point lead here for Colorado Mesa. Brian Martin gives out to Maddie Loftus. Loftus trying to find some room. She's going to shoot a 3. No. Air ball there. And you can just feel the air come out of the stadium. If that would have gone in, the roof would have collapsed here because everybody would have been excited about that one, and that would have cut the lead down to 8. 55.8 seconds left to go here in this one. Sydney Brandon going to bring it up. She's facing a double team by Morgan Myers and Maddie Loftus. Sydney Brandon now has it. 43 seconds left to go. Colorado Mesa still hanging on. Gives over to Mick Nicole. Mick Nicole hangs on to it. There's 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Gives over to Rigby. No, Rigby gives it back over to Durn. There's 6 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Durn gives it out to Rigby. Rigby going to just try to take a little jumper there. No good. Rebound there by Mick Nicole, and she puts it in. That's good. 72-59. That is what is going to wrap this game up. There's only 20 seconds left to go. Not much Dixie State can do in this one as they're down by 13. Martin, there's 13 seconds left to go. Kelsey Stevenson going to just take a jumper there at the three-point line. No, that's not good. That is what's going to wrap this game up here in this one. Colorado Mesa is going to extend their game winning streak to 19 games. They're going to go 19-1 on the year. Again, 19-1 on the year. In this one, Colorado Mesa is going to win 72-59 over Dixie State. In this one, the rivalry is still alive and well. But today, Colorado Mesa got the best of it here in this one. Colorado Mesa sweeps Dixie State in the season series for this season. We're going to take a quick 2-minute time out here on Radio Dixie 91.3. If we come back, we're going to wrap this one up here in this one. In this here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
Player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
You're listening to Dixie State Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln at 145 West Hilton Drive in St. George and at stgeorgeford.com. Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln, your neighborhood Ford dealer, and the title sponsor for all DSU athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3. It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena. As both the men's team for Dixie State and Colorado Mesa are warming up. They have about 23 minutes until their game time here in this one. It's going to be a good one here. Again, a whiteout here in the Burns Arena here. The first 1,000 fans who walk in will get a free white t-shirt here for this one. This is going to be an exciting ball game between these two teams here this afternoon. But let's get back to some of the numbers here in this one. Dixie State falls to Colorado Mesa 72-59. Excuse me. In this one, Colorado Mesa leads Dixie State 72-59. Defeated Colorado Mesa 72-59. Colorado Mesa defeated Dixie State 72-59. Colorado Mesa goes on a 19-game winning streak here in this one. They have not lost since they were in this building last time in November. It did not work in this one here this time. Look at some of the numbers here. 18 for 47 for the field for Dixie State. They were 7 of 26 behind the line, 16 of 25 from the free throw line. They had 29 total rebounds in this one. Total personal fouls were 20. That's just shy of what they had last night, which was 24. They had 11 assists, 20 turnovers, 1 block, and 9 steals in this one. Not bad numbers for Dixie State, just not good enough to get the win here. Colorado Mesa, they were 27 of 51 from the field, 5 of 19 from the three-point line, 13 of 23 from the free throw line. They had a total of 32 rebounds in this one. 25 of them were defensive. They had 21 personal fouls. Dixie State was good at the line tonight, 16 of 25. That's not bad. That's good for 64% on the night. Just some things didn't go down for Dixie State in this one. If some things would have gone down, some shots would have gone in. We're talking about probably a different game here. Maybe we're even going into overtime, extending this one later into the night. Next time, Dixie State will get Colorado Mesa. I can guarantee you that. But tonight is not the night for that. We're going to see what happens next season when these two teams match up. Colorado Mesa does sweep Dixie State for the season series this season. Looking at some other numbers, assist numbers for Colorado Mesa was 13. Turnovers for them were 17. They had 2 blocks and 10 steals in this game. Sidney Brandon, the leading one with the steals in this one. Colorado Mesa's defense is just suffocating all over the place. They've suffocated everybody this season so long, and because of that, they were able to get on top of teams and stay on top of teams and shoot well and try to force other teams to make shots and try not to make turnovers. And that got the better of Dixie State tonight in this one. That's just what happens here in basketball. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And this one, Dixie State lost, but definitely something for Dixie State to work on next season when they meet up, when these two teams meet up next season again. To name a game of the player tonight would definitely have to go to Sidney Brand. She had 14 points. She had 8 rebounds. She had 4 assists. She had 1 block, 5 steals. She'll be the player of the game between Colorado Mesa and Dixie State in this one. Upcoming schedules for both of the teams. Let's get into that real quick here. For Dixie State, after this one, they're going to be at Adams State on the 15th of February. Then on the 16th of February, they're going to be at Fort Lewis. That'll wrap up their away series for the season. And then their home series, 3 straight home games for them. They're going to be against Regis on the 22nd, 23rd. They're going to be against Colorado Christian. And the 1st of March, they're going to play against Westminster. That's going to wrap up their series schedule here in this one. For Colorado Mesa, Colorado Mesa, they're going to be at Colorado Christian and at at Regis coming up here. That's going to be their schedule on the 15th and 16th of February. Then Fort Lewis, Adams State, and Western Colorado is going to finish out their home series coming here in just a few minutes. That is how it's going to end for them in this one here. Definitely something for Dixie State to work on here in this one. Thank you for listening to Radio Dixie 91.3. I do appreciate everybody listening tonight. Again, Dixie State lost tonight. They lost to Colorado Mesa 72-59. You guys have yourselves a good night. The men's game is going to be on later tonight. Turn over to ESPN for that one, for Carrick and his crew on that one. You guys have yourselves a good night. Thank you for listening to Radio Dixie.
You've been listening to Dixie State Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3, brought to you by Ken Garv St. George Ford Lincoln. For more information on Dixie State Athletics, DixieStateAthletics.com. Thanks for listening to Radio Dixie 91.3.